Good morning, we're here on the Tartar fire. I'm Matt Call, I'm with Great Basin Team 3, and we're going to give you today's update. It's August 1st. Again, we're on the Tartar fire, which is on the edge of the Payette National Forest and the Boise BLM Protection District. So we're zoomed out on the map here. We've had quite an eventful last 12 hours, so I'm going to try to get you up to speed on what's been going on. But yeah, Weezer's right here at the bottom of the map, just for your orientation, and then our fires, this jumble of stuff. So I'm going to zoom in on it so we can see it pretty good. I'm going to try to do a little better job today getting you some detail. So I'm going to talk about the biggest thing that happened yesterday, and then I'll hit kind of some of the other smaller highlights. So we've had this whole bottom part of the fire in patrol status for over a week, and yesterday we had an air attack flying around doing some circles over the fire. And what they were doing is they were doing some bucket work over here with helicopters, and while they were flying they spotted what appears to us to be a new start down here. We haven't seen any heat down here for a week. You haven't seen any red or any infrared dots there, and neither have we. We've had people driving that road, and so we saw that the air attack saw this fire start up, and in the grass, that dry grass, and with the weather we had, that thing just took off like that and started making hay. So it hit a slope there and started moving quickly. So air attack called up some more aircraft, and we started hitting that as quickly as we could. Got some more hand crews and some engines over there. The initial size of air attack saw when he saw it was about 25 acres. So and that was just a couple of minutes after he saw it. And that was in the afternoon. And with these conditions and the wind, it grew pretty quickly. So by the end of the evening, it was about 100 acres. And when the sun goes down, we can't fly. So our air show kind of shut down. Fire behavior it subsided a little bit. It was still moderately active, so we left a few night resources out. There's a few structures and homes along here that we had evacuated. So we put an engine down there and had a dozer up there. Throughout the night, about 1:30 in the morning, the fire behavior kicked up, started pushing downhill really hard, and pushed towards these structures. So we made sure that the folks out of there were good, protected the main home structures. I think we had a couple trailers burn up. I'm still trying to sort out what exactly happened over there as far as what was lost, but people are safe, our crews are safe. The fire, as it came through there, when I got the call about 1:30 in the morning, there was a reported 20 to 50 foot flame lengths in the grass, which is pretty extreme. So some pretty decent fire coming down in the middle of the night. So that we've got this big push right there. So right now, that's about where the fire's at. What that's required to do is a huge resources. So we've taken a bunch of stuff from over here, gathered it up and pushed it that way. Additionally, we got some resources from the local forest overnight to help boost our suppression efforts overnight, but we can't work 24 hours a day. So if somebody works tonight, they got to sleep during the day. So we didn't wake everyone up here because we knew today is going to be a big day with the wind. So we've got about 3 or 4 times the amount of crews and engines over there today to try to pick this up. Because those light fuels are similar to what it did here at first, we're really going to try to hit that as hard as we can with dozers, hotshot crews, other hand crews, engines, and then about 9 o'clock we're going to find as many aircraft as we can and just start smashing it as hard as we can. So that's kind of been our focus. A few of us been up all night trying to sort this out and make sure we're prepared today to hit the ground running. Like we said, we have what's called a red flag today. Red flag means it's a high fire danger. So it's going to be hot, it's going to be dry, it's going to be windy. What that means is any fire that we have has the potential to spread rapidly and create extreme fire behavior. Any potential start we have can do the same thing. And we have two sides of the fire that are of concern now. We have this large fire in light fuels, and then we have this edge here that's pretty well contained in heavier fuels, but there's still a fair amount of heat. We had a section in here of line right along here, and I'm going to try to zoom this in, And we put dozer and hand line along there, and what we wanted to do is kind of what we call clean up this edge. So we had a hot shot crew burn out these little pockets so they're not a risk for us today, and we spent a lot of the day doing that yesterday, making sure we got what we call some depth and consumption. We want to have those fuels burn up so that they're not readily available to flare up and create spots going over the line. Those crews are there, and their job today is to watch that line and make sure we don't have fire going into what we call the green, the unburned. We're probably going to get a few spot fires, and we're poised to go get those. One of the tools we have at our disposal today, we have 2 drones, and what we're going to do is fly through there with an infrared camera, and so we can see kind of through the trees and through the canopy. And by doing that, we're able to find those spot fires before they get big and send crews and engines and helicopters to those before they get big and get established. So that's kind of our focus over here. And as we get those winds in today, about 3 or 4 o'clock, we're going to be on high alert to go pounce those. One of the other things we've done today is pivoted so that we can shift into what we call a swing shift. As this weather comes in later this evening, we might need to work late, and so we've prepared crews so that if we do, we can keep them out there till midnight or so, and if we even need to work all night, we'll do that, and we're prepared to do that logistically. So these are all kind of things that we've kind of stacked up, knowing that tonight's going to be a pretty big night. We weren't really counting on this down here, but luckily we've had a pretty well stacked deck in our favor. Don't really know what today is going to hold. There's a lot going on, and the weather is hopefully not going to throw us too much of a curveball. We'll give you an update tomorrow. Wish us luck. We're going to do the best we can. I think we're going to hit this really hard, and hopefully we'll have some really good success. Pretty confident that this part up here will be successful. We're probably going to get a little bit more gain out of here as far as the fire before we can get a handle on it, but they're giving us all the aircraft this morning that we're asking for. So as soon as we get that air attack up, we're going to get those ships flying. So you'll see those guys probably flying in and out of Ontario and over Weiser. We'll give you another update as soon as we have one. Thanks for joining us.